Greetings, 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 and welcome to yet another Snapshot. It's with Marilyn Green. You know me. I'm the hostess with the mostest. And today, I have two amazing, phenomenal women that's going to come and talk about some amazing things that they're doing in the community. So, without further ado, oh, wait, I forgot. Do me a favor. You need to like this, share this, and subscribe. So, without further ado, I'm going to bring up first and foremost, and I'm going to look at the script because I don't want to get this wrong. Okay, I'm going to bring up the National Council of Negro Women, Ethel Scott Section President, Princetta Farries. Bring you on stage right now. Hello there. How are you?
Hello, and how are you, Marilyn?
I am fantastic.
Good, good.
Okay, now let's bring up the National Council of Negro Women, Ethel Scott Section. She is the chairman of the 50th anniversary program that they have coming up, Miss Peggy Lewis LeCompte. And here we go.
Hello, all right, everyone.
How are you?
I am good. Thank God.
That is wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay, so let's get started. I thank you guys so much for taking the time to come on. People don't know the behind scenes. There's always some hiccups and some hang-ups. And we done had some hiccups. We had some hang-ups. We done had it, okay? So nevertheless, I am happy that they are here because they got some exciting things on the horizon that's coming up May the 31st. All right, so let's start. We talked about the National Council of Negro Women, Ethel Scott Section. All right. So one of the first questions is, who is Ethel? I think her middle name is Lee Scott. Is that right, Sora? I mean, Princetta, is that correct?
No, all of it is together. It's Ethel Lee.
Wow. Okay. Yes. So tell me about this amazing woman. I believe that you are a 50-year member. Is that correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So tell me, who was she? You know, why that name?
The reason that name was chosen was because of her background here in the city of East St. Louis. Mrs. Ethel Lee Scott was a well-known educator here. She also in District 189 as well as State Community College. She taught the nursing courses there at State Community College. And besides being an educator, she was a community civic leader as well. And so we thought it was no more than befitting once to her demise that we would name our organization in her honor.
Wow, that sounds super. That sounds really good. Now, tell me a little bit about some of your accomplishments that you guys have done in the city. Is it just East St. Louis City, or is it metropolitan more?
Metropolitan, because sometimes we go for a little bit up out of our territory, but we try not to step on other people's
toes. Okay.
And it depends on what the situation is. Down through the past, we have aided families. We have do book stipend for our students here throughout, now that I can go before and beyond, before East St. Louis as well as Cahokia, Belleville. The main thrust is we have a 4-core program within NCNW: education, women's issue, women's wellness issues, and social justice. And down through the years, we have just about covered all of those areas in the past 50 years, believe it or not. We have worked with voter registration. I mean, it was long before everybody else kicked in. NCNW was working with voter registration. It was once upon a time we had the Job Corps program. We helped get young people into the Job Corps program. You don't hear too much about Job Corps anymore. And especially young ladies. That's what our main goals were, was to get the young ladies in. And those that went in, we tried to help them off with bags, gift bags, items and stuff here for the Job Corps program. So we've been very busy in 50 years.
Yeah, sounds like it. Sounds really good. I like the social justice, the education of women, and I was writing it down because I can tell people I'm a bona fide baby boomer, and I got I gotta touch me some paper. So nevertheless and stuff, I know you guys are doing a wonderful, super job in the neighborhood. All right, so today we're here because you all are having something that's pretty amazing, and it is your 50th year. And let me put that up there. Let me put that up here right here. Okay, you're celebrating 50 years. You're honoring our legacy, elevating our future. I really like that theme. So, Miss LeCompte, can you talk to how did you get that theme? Is this something?
Well, we had a number of them offered. It was really a blending of about 20 different themes. And we thought this one kind of inculcated all of it. We want to honor our legacy, but that we've heritage from Mary Bacall Bethune, Dr. Edna Fairview, as well as all the other ladies across the world. And of course, everybody knows Dorothy Height, who lasted, but in between she and Mary Bacall Bethune was Dr. Fairview. And so we thought we would also honor an outstanding youth. So we have 17 women in various parts of their lives, various cultures and various professions and various volunteerism, as well as an outstanding youth who is an international first vice president, one of the major youth organization top teams of America.
Wow, that's exciting. Well, you did mention that you had about 17 women and one phenomenal young lady. So what we're going to do, we're going to show them in just a few, but I really want you to talk a little bit more about, and I'm going to put it up there. I need to show you, tell us about this, when it is and all that. So I got you some a teleprompter.
Well, thank you so very much. Well, not next Sunday, Sunday after next, the 31st, which is a holiday weekend, we know that. But we thought that was most appropriate, and our honorees agreed with us, and it's close to our actual chartering date. So at 3 p.m., we're going to gather at the Radisson Hotel in Fairview Heights. We're going to bring out these 17 women. We'll have music and we'll have awards. We have 2 living charter members, Princetta Farries and Kelly Johnson. We're going to honor them. Okay. Our MC is the former president of the National Board, Pamela Means, who's a East St. Louis high school graduate and our product, and we're very proud of her. And so we'll come together and do that. The thing I like best, other than honoring these outstanding women, is we're going to carry our community service, uplifting women. That part we're going to have. We have 2 things. One, we have something called 50 Random Acts of Kindness, and the women in the organization are doing that. We have yet to pull all of that together and see who's the biggest random giver and lover in the community. But on site on that day, we will be presenting to the Mary House in East St. Louis blankets, pillows, and canned goods to help uplift the women who are there, who are women who've been incarcerated and are now released. We want to show that we're not just honoring those who achieve just naturally down the path, but all those who resurrect themselves and pick up their dresses and get going again. We want to make sure they have a road on which to walk, and so people to hold them up and let them know that we care.
Oh, you know what, Mr. Comp, I really like that. Pick up their dress. Pick their dress up again, right?
Yes.
And just be the ladies. Be
into
ladies.
The world.
Yeah, and enter the world. I think that is so great. So you have tickets, correct? And tickets are $75.
It's $75.
And it's not too late. It's not too late for those who want to come and honor these ladies that I'm going to show right now. So I'm going to put them up here. And it's 17 women, as you said, and this one young lady, top teens of America. And if you guys want to say something about any of the ladies, or you all can name them, it's up to you guys. So I'll put it up here, and let me put this down first.
Okay, Princetta, I'll take a few, and you take a few. You know the ones you know better than I do.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. It's trying to look like what you talking about.
Yeah, what you talking about, Willis?
So that's why I kind of like pause, like, Is she okay? Oh, it's the camera closing.
I don't want to hog the whole show. We do have a president. I'm very sensitive to leadership
I'm just sitting
and
back
awareness.
relaxing.
Okay,
but
well,
you
sit back.
always are. So I'm gonna.
I will tell this. I was
Go ahead.
Princetta's 7th grade teacher.
Okay, was now.
No comments.
I don't want you all to get in trouble, but was she a good student? Let's talk about some tea here. No, I'm just.
You see her today, don't you?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
She's the epitome of what I thought I was doing.
Stately. That's right. Stately. Okay.
So I'm running around with her now.
We're running around with each other.
Okay. All right.
That's the whole thing. We have to keep up with each other.
But you all work really well together. But I never knew that connection.
My children depend on her keeping up with me.
That is true. And I will tell them
first if they can't get in touch with me.
But this is what teaching is all about, as I see it.
I do
the product of your work, and to be sure it's going correct, and then just take your seat and go along with the boat.
Well, I always think that teachers need to almost walk themselves out of a job when it comes to a child. Mm-hmm. You don't really need me, but you need me, or move to a different level of it. It's not as was hanging on to your legs as much. They're on their own, and they'll come back and they may say, hey, what do you think about this and all that? That's what I see teaching as. Yeah.
And then joining all these other women in these various professions and pointing our students in the right direction, because we don't know everything, contrary to popular opinion. And everybody does not want to be a teacher, contrary to popular opinion. And so we see that they get where they want to go. That's what it's about. Dream the dream and then make it a reality.
You're right. So I'm going to show these ladies that have made some realities come true, and I'm going to add them to the stage now. And so we have the honorees here, and I'm going to move my slide. And the first three are, and I'll let you take it over.
Well, this is interesting. Terry Bascom, some of you may or may not know, for years and still yet is all involved in the big parade that takes place in St. Louis. I can't think of the name of it now, but everybody knows what it is. It's usually the Animal Alone Parade. Mm-hmm. But she's also one of the executives at the Boys and Girls Club in St. Louis, Missouri, now that she's retired. Maxine Birdsong volunteer. She's being really honored for her volunteerism in working with college young women at Harris Stowe State College in a program sponsored by the youth.
Okay.
And so the Thelma Cook Leadership Institute, and that assures that these young college women at Harris Stowe State University leave prepared to know how to dress, interview, talk, all the things that's necessary to get a go in life. And this is another one of my students, Diane Bonner.
Oh, wow.
She was in that first group of students I had. She's working in health and issues. Everybody knows the Bonner family.
Yes, we do.
And so she's one of those Bonners who's achieved and overcome and come over and made things better for living for most people, men and women and children.
That's great. And also we talked a little bit behind the scenes, but one of the reasons why you probably will want to get a ticket to come to this event is because these names that we're presenting here, you may have known them from school, but they really do expound on everything that they're doing now. And, and you might say, hey, I'm just glad to know her. So get that ticket. Let me just throw that in there. Yeah. Get the ticket. So we'll move on. Let's see here. Here's the next group of ladies.
Oh, Stephanie Bush. Stephanie Bush is the CEO of
Sustainable Solutions.
Sustainable Solution, located out there at 4601 State. And I know that she is a very nice and a very intelligent and very, very smart young lady, because the programming consists of different components. And the one that I really love is the part where the parents help in the school, and they recognize those parents for their participation in their parental program ran by Mr. Reverend Wilson, who's part of her staff there at at the solution. So she is a very reputable, predominant citizen here in East St. Louis. Dr. Jada Finley is a pharmacy in the field of health. And she's very smart, very active down there at SIU in East St. Louis. And then, of course, our own Latoya Greenwood. Latoya Greenwood is, I call her jack of all trades as a young lady.
Pretty much.
So she is the past 114th state representative of the state of Illinois, and she is also work out of HR for East St. Louis School District 189. And one thing I love about this set of ladies and youth that we have here, they're ones that you don't see their name all the time being recognized. Mm-hmm. So I think the ladies did a very good job on selecting these prospective honorees.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that, Ms. Farries, because one of the things I would say, I call them unsung heroes.
Yes.
That's what they are, unsung heroes. Okay, we'll move on to the next. Are we passing it to you, Ms. LeCompte, this time?
Well, Katina Harden, I know, works hard with the NAACP. Mm-hmm. And they sing her praises all the time. I don't know what else she does on a day-to-day basis. I've just seen her working. She is one of those unsung heroes for real. You see her in the back getting things done, and you kind of wonder, who is that? Mm-hmm. And so she came to our attention. They gave us all the who is that, and we say, well, we're gonna make her a who is she, and we know who she is. Her award is as an unsung heroine.
Oh,
that lets you know that she works without saying a lot about it. Janetta Hill Hawkins started her own business. She is a professional decorator and designer.
Oh.
She owns her own business in St. Louis and is very involved in the downtown St. Louis development. Watch for that name. Chloe Henry is a young lady who's a member of the East St. Louis chapter of Top Teens of America. And of all the branches and locals and top teen chapters across the United States, she is the second national vice president of that entire organization, more than 5,000 teens. Oh, I think that's a major accomplishment.
It is.
Elected at the National Convention of Top Teens of America, which takes place when the top ladies are meeting also. So we're extremely proud of her and her, the way she represents.
Yeah, she's representing on there. And let me just say something about Katina Harden real quick. Katina is just naturally nice too. Yes, I know that part about her. She's just nice, a sweetie pie. Mm-hmm. So, all right, let's move on. All right, who's going to take the ball?
Dr. Candace Howell. Dr. Howell is, I met Dr. Howell 2 years ago. Okay. When her husband became the pastor of St. Luke Church.
Okay.
And I had the opportunity of meeting her then. And it was just like I'd been knowing her all of my life. But that was my first time ever meeting her. She just fell on in and fitted into, we was getting ready for the Dr. Martin Luther King program, and we was having our committee meetings over there. And she said, anything that I can do to help. And she did. She's a member of Jack and Jill of Americas. And she works at Boeing. So not Boeing's Hospital, Boeing's Aircraft.
Okay, Boeing. Got it. All right.
And my next favorite person here is Mrs. Dorothy Little. I've had the opportunity of working with Miss Dorothy Little at Rock Junior High School myself, along with Miss Peggy Lewis LeCompte. And she was one of the most nicest, sweetest ladies that you ever want to work with. Wisdom, plenty of it. And she didn't mind giving, if you asked her a question, she had an answer for it.
Mm-hmm.
And what she would tell you, you'd have to think about it and say that you're right. So I love Miss Dorothy Little for that. And every time I see her, I say, hey, my Miss Dorothy Little. And she say, how you doing, Miss Farries? I said, doing just fine.
Wow.
And she is being honored by for her work in the church and her family.
Okay.
Now, next honoree is Miss Joanne Martin. Uh-oh. We got a X there. And it's supposed to
I
be.
saw that, but I couldn't remove it.
Where is the X? I don't know.
It's an X at the end.
I see it at the end, but
I see it now.
Joanne is
Joanne. That means extra special.
Extra special.
Lady Joanne is all about. Lady Joanne is all about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know where to start to try to describe her. She has been in the real estate business. She is a lieutenant colonel.
That's what she's being honored for her military service.
Military service
that transferred itself onto the community
and entrepreneurship.
Wow.
And of course, she is a community organizational person as well.
She is. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you. Let's see here. All right. I think this is the last of it. I think so. Okay. So
well,
Mr. Compter up.
Melody McClellan is, I call her a health nut, but she's a young woman who owns her own health and wellness business, and she promotes good health, healthy living, and all that, not only on the local level, all across the United States.
She does.
I was in Dallas last year, and there she was as one of the presenters. She recently presented in Indianapolis. She's on the move, spreading healthy educational impact information for us to keep us healthy as African American people, specifically women in particular. And so that's what she does. We all know Claudia Nash. She's carried on. She's getting an award for entrepreneurial achievement, taking the family business forward, keeping it profitable, being a part of the community quietly, but always willing to smile. As you see there, that's Claudia, and giving of her best. And then there's Jay Willis, whose award is in cultural heritage. She has picked up the story of who we are, where we are, from the sororities to the lowest possible group you could think of, people, churches, everything, making sure that the African American story is being told. And that's getting to be hard these days. So she certainly deserves applause for her award, from recognizing those who got our colleges started to those who just were here doing the race riots in East St. Louis, and making sure we know who we are, where we came from, who did it, who didn't do it, and keeping their names alive.
I love it. Who did it? Who
didn't do it? Too about Jay, and as we speak, Jay and them has been given a grant to re-renovate the old 6th Street Board of Education and opening it up as a museum.
Yes, I heard about, not the money, but I heard about what was on the horizon. So wow. So okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna remove this. So everybody that's listening, hey, you see what you're going to be rubbing elbows, the people you're gonna be rubbing elbows with when you purchase your ticket, and it's not too late. I think the deadline is Wednesday, May the 20th. And I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna give you this information again. It's the 50th anniversary banquet. The tickets are $75. It's gonna be May the 31st, 2026 at 3 p.m. Radisson Hotel, Fairview Heights, Illinois, 62208. Now you may say, okay, you tell us all this, so how can I get a ticket? Well, I got that too. Okay. If you're interested in some tickets, you need to call this number, 618-277-9088. And you're going to be speaking to who?
Peggy Lewis LeCompte.
That would be her.
If she does not answer you in person, will return your call immediately.
So we are in for, when you make it there, you're going to be seeing them celebrating 50 years, and they will be honoring their legacy, and they're going to be elevating their future. So, okay. So ladies, is there anything else you want to tell the public about we done told them the reason why. We done told them the where. We done told them the how. But now we didn't give them a GPS. Yes, we did somewhere. you know where to come. Is there anything you want to add, Miss Farries? I see your mouth look like you want to talk.
If any of your listeners are interested in joining the Ethele Scott section of the National Council of Negro Women, we will be more than happy to accept them. They can do it by writing Ethele Scott section, give us their name, address, and telephone number. And our P.O. Box is P.O. Box 405, East St. Louis, Illinois, 62202. And we would be more than happy to forward them an application and give them a call first and then send them an application to let them know that we received it and we are very much interested. And let me say this here.
Okay.
Not only are women, we look for men. Men are considered associate members of NCNW too. So if we have some men out there that are interested in joining, we'd be more than welcome to accept the men as well.
Okay. So I think that
I wanted to add one thing.
Please.
When we kicked off the anniversary, we started off with a spiritual breakfast. And at that breakfast, we honored the major women's organizations that we knew about that helped sponsor NCNW. They're called affiliates. There are between 33 and 38 groups of women across the world who sponsor us, but the ones that we know best are all the sororities: Delta Sigma Theta Alpha Kappa Alpha Zeta Phi Beta Sigma Gamma Rho. Also, the National Association of Colored Women's Clubs, the National Coalition of Black Women, Top Ladies of Distinction, the Links, the National Sorority of Phi Delta Kappa, the Black Nurses Association, and the National Association of Negro Business and Professional Women's Clubs. And that's just about 12 of them. There's about 20 more. So we are recognized, supported, and so don't feel like, oh, it's just a little social club. No, we have women from all walks of life. I just don't know them all. And even the sources could not. When I went to them to try to get the names of every last one, they said, etc. And some we don't know about. And they said, and men may also join. So, and I saw that part too, and Princetta covered that. So we're going to be after the men to get them. We have some plans for them, at least to partner with them and get them to help us, because the way we see the world today, now the way the world is today, whether you're blind, if you can hear and focus a little bit, you know that we need everyone working to help elevate the future.
That's right.
To keep our past, to ensure that we as African American people, male, female, and in between, if there's such a thing, come out and make sure that this world stays a better place and that we maintain our place in it. I'm happy about the 50 years. We want to be here 50 more years or more, doing what we should do to make this world great.
Sounds good. And of course, I gotta show this one more time. No excuse kits are always here on my shows. If you're interested in tickets, please call 618-277-9088. And you're going to be calling Miss Peggy Lewis LeCompte. And as she said, if she does not pick that phone up, she will give you a call back. So that's my little no excuse. You got until May the 20th. To give her a call. She'll be looking forward. And one more time, I'm going to show no excuse kits is all what I'm in. It's now
that you got that up, I want to add to it.
Okay.
We have been honoring citizens of the community. Our first awards banquet was held January of 1977.
Okay.
So from 1977, we have had, it wasn't a banquet, it was a luncheon, but it was something. We have paid recognitions to citizens throughout the Metro East area. Therefore, we are inviting all past honorees to attend this affair as well. And if you need tickets, Peggy LeCompte's number is up there. Please come and be a part of this festivity, because you will be recognized that day as well.
Sounds good. All right,
Well,
then,
thank you, Marilyn. Thank you for allowing us to share
ladies.
this time with you and this information. We're most appreciative. And incidentally, she is one of our former honorees.
I was going to say
as a woman of valor. I was going to tell you a story myself. I hadn't forgotten.
It was okay because I'm like, maybe I need to come too. Oh, okay. It's never mind. I'm one of those.
I have a ticket. I have a ticket for you. I have a ticket for you.
Oh, that's so nice. That is so nice. But no, I'm one of those unsung. I stay in the background, and I wasn't gonna say nothing. I'm like, okay. But
I thought about that when I didn't hear it. I said I better say it
because I was
beat me up when I get off and say, "Why didn't you say that?"
No,
it's okay. We don't have to ring our own bell all the time. Sometimes other people ring it for us.
That's
I had one. I have it just going like this.
I know. I appreciate you, Miss LeCompte. I do, and I appreciate you, Miss Farries. You mean, and it's more things that you guys get into that you're not talking about right here, but I know that you do. Okay, and so you're doing this because we're just concentrating, but they are so much more. They are so multi-layered in the community, so it's a good thing. So okay then, so ladies, I'm gonna put you guys down in my green room, and hey, I'm gonna sign off for now. So please get some tickets. I'm gonna put it up here one more time. Please get some tickets to come to this event because you will not be disappointed in what you're going to see. But until then, you have been listening to Snapshot. It's with Marilyn Green. I am the TATE hostess with the mostest. Until next time, you guys take care.